Have you ever felt like someone cared about you, but never actually said it? The truth is, the deepest feelings are often the hardest to confess. When someone is afraid of rejection or vulnerability, their heart starts speaking through their actions instead of their words. Today we'll uncover 9 deep signs that someone may be secretly hiding their feelings for you. Sign 1. They remember the small things about you. One of the clearest signs someone is hiding their feelings is that they remember the little things most people forget. It could be your favorite drink, a story you shared weeks ago, or even the way you smile when something genuinely makes you happy. These details stay with them because emotionally, you've become important. Psychology tells us that our brains naturally pay more attention to people we feel deeply connected to. Without even realizing it, they begin storing small moments that others would overlook. It's not something they force. Their mind simply gives you more space than anyone else. What's interesting is that they may never mention these memories to impress you. Instead, they casually bring them up in conversation, almost as if they were ordinary facts. That's when you realize they've been listening much more closely than you ever imagined. When someone remembers the little pieces of your life, it often means their heart has been paying attention long before they were ready to admit why. Sign 2. They act different whenever you're around. Have you ever noticed someone who seems completely comfortable with everyone else, but suddenly changes when you walk into the room? That shift is often more meaningful than it appears. Hidden feelings have a way of disrupting even the most natural behavior. Someone who secretly likes you may become unusually quiet, stumble over their words, laugh more than usual, or seem unexpectedly nervous. Others do the opposite. They become extra talkative, trying to keep the conversation going because every moment with you feels valuable. Either way, their behavior changes because your presence affects them emotionally. From a psychological perspective, this happens because strong emotions increase self-awareness. They start thinking about how they sound, how they look, and whether they're making a good impression. Instead of acting naturally, they become focused on not making a mistake, and that's exactly what makes their behavior seem different. The truth is, people rarely change their behavior without a reason. When someone consistently becomes a different version of themselves around you, it may be because they're trying to hide feelings that are becoming harder to control. Sign 3. They find small reasons to stay in touch. When someone is hiding their feelings, they rarely disappear completely. Instead, they keep finding small, almost invisible reasons to stay connected. They might send you a funny video, ask a question they could have answered themselves, or check in with a simple message that doesn't seem important. On the surface, it looks casual. Deep down, it's often a quiet attempt to stay close. Psychologically, this is known as proximity seeking. When we develop strong feelings for someone, our mind naturally looks for safe, low-pressure ways to maintain a connection. Reaching out feels less risky than admitting what's really in our heart, so we create ordinary moments that let us remain part of the other person's life. The interesting part is that these conversations don't always have a clear purpose. Sometimes they're just looking for another excuse to hear from you, even if it's only for a few minutes. To everyone else, it may seem like a random message, but to them, it's another chance to feel connected without revealing how much you truly matter. When someone keeps opening small doors back into your life, it may not be because they have something to say. It may be because they can't quite bring themselves to let the connection fade. Sign 4. They pull away right after getting close. One of the most confusing signs is when someone gets close to you, then suddenly becomes distant. Just when you feel the connection growing, they take a step back. It can leave you wondering if you imagine everything. But sometimes this isn't a sign of losing interest. It's a sign of feeling too much. Psychology shows that people who fear rejection or emotional vulnerability often experience an internal conflict. Part of them wants to be closer to you, while another part worries about getting hurt. The closer they feel, the more exposed they become. Pulling away becomes a way to protect themselves, even if it's the last thing they truly want. You may notice that after a meaningful conversation or a special moment together, they become quieter or less available for a while. It's not always because their feelings have changed. Often they're simply trying to regain emotional control before those feelings become too obvious. If this pattern keeps repeating, don't focus only on the distance. Look at what happens before it. Sometimes the strongest emotions are followed by the strongest attempts to hide them, and that's why someone who secretly cares can seem so difficult to understand. Sign 5. Their eyes reveal what their words never will. People can carefully choose their words, but their eyes are much harder to control. When someone is hiding their feelings, you'll often catch them looking at you when they think you're not paying attention. And the moment your eyes meet, they quickly look away, almost as if they've been caught doing something they weren't supposed to do. Psychologists have long observed that eye contact is closely tied to emotional connection. We naturally look longer at people who matter to us. Even when someone is trying to hide their emotions, their attention keeps drifting back to the person they can't stop thinking about. It's an unconscious habit that often speaks louder than any compliment ever could. You might also notice the warmth in their expression. Their eyes soften when they see you, or they smile before a single word is spoken. These reactions happen so quickly that they don't have time to hide them. For just a moment, their true feelings slip through. The heart has a language of its own, and sometimes the eyes becomes its voice. When someone's gaze keeps finding you, even in a crowded room, it may be revealing a truth they're still afraid to say out loud. Sign 6. They genuinely care about your happiness. One of the deepest signs of hidden feelings is how much your happiness matters to them. They may not say they care, but they show it in quiet, consistent ways. They ask how your day went, remember when you have something important coming up, and feel relieved when they know you're doing well. Psychologically, this happens because emotional attachment changes the way we think about another person's well-being. When someone develops strong feelings, your victories bring them joy, and your struggles affect them more than they probably expected. They become emotionally invested, even if they never admit it. You'll often notice that they're the first to encourage you when you're doubting yourself. They celebrate your achievements without making the moment about them. And when life becomes difficult, they look for small ways to make things easier. These actions aren't driven by obligation. They're driven by genuine care. Real feelings don't always arrive with dramatic words or grand romantic gestures. Sometimes they appear in the quiet moments when someone consistently wants to see you smile, simply because your happiness has quietly become important to their own. Sign 7. They react when someone else gets close to you. One of the hardest emotions to hide is jealousy. Even someone who never admits their feelings may react the moment another person starts getting close to you. The change is often subtle. They may become quieter, ask unexpected questions, tease you about the other person, or suddenly seem less cheerful than they were just moments before. Psychology suggests that jealousy isn't always about wanting to control someone. More often, it's the fear of losing a connection that already means a great deal. When someone secretly cares about you, seeing another person receive your attention can stir emotions they weren't prepared to face. What's revealing is that they may try to hide these reactions. They'll tell themselves they're being unreasonable or pretend everything is fine. But emotions have a way of leaking through small expressions, changes in tone, or moments of silence that don't quite make sense. Of course, one reaction alone doesn't prove someone has romantic feelings. But if they repeatedly seem affected whenever someone else enters the picture, it could be because they're quietly imagining a place in your life that they're still too afraid to ask for. Sign 8. They support you, even when no one is watching. Anyone can be kind when others are looking, but someone who secretly has feelings for you often supports you even when there's nothing to gain. They encourage your dreams, believe in your abilities, and stand by your side without asking for recognition or expecting anything in return. From a psychological perspective, genuine affection naturally creates a desire to see the other person grow. Your success doesn't make them feel threatened. Instead, it makes them proud. They want you to become the best version of yourself, even if they never get credit for helping you along the way. You may notice them checking in before an important event, offering help when you're overwhelmed, or quietly defending you when you're not there to hear it. These moments are easy to miss because they aren't dramatic. They're simply consistent, and consistency is often a stronger sign of real feelings than grand romantic gestures. When someone keeps showing up for you, especially in the small moments that no one else notices, they're revealing something words often fail to express. Sometimes the deepest feelings aren't spoken at all. They're lived through quiet acts of care. Sign 9. They never truly let you go. The strongest sign someone is hiding their feelings is that no matter how much time passes, they never completely let you go. Weeks or even months may go by, yet somehow they always find a reason to reconnect. A simple message, a reaction to your post, or asking how you've been is enough to remind you that you're still on their mind. Psychologically, meaningful emotional bonds don't disappear overnight. Even when someone tries to move on, their mind often returns to the person who made a lasting impression. They may convince themselves to stay away, but their feelings quietly pull them back whenever the opportunity arises. What's important is the pattern, not the timing. Life gets busy, and people naturally drift apart. But if someone repeatedly finds their way back into your life with genuine interest and warmth, it may be because their feelings never truly faded. They simply never found the courage to express them. At the end of the day, people can hide their words, mask their emotions, and pretend everything is normal. But it's much harder to hide consistent actions. And sometimes the greatest proof that someone cares isn't how loudly they love you. It's the quiet fact that, despite everything, they never stop choosing to come back. Sometimes the deepest feelings are never spoken out loud. They appear in quiet moments, small actions, and the little things that are easy to overlook. If you recognize someone while watching this video, don't rush to conclusions. Instead, pay attention to consistent patterns over time, because real feelings reveal themselves through actions, not just words. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment sharing which sign stood out to you the most. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more psychology insights about love and human behavior.